This is the new Skoda Scala, unfortunately completely in camouflage, but very important. The Scala is the successor of the very successful Skoda Rapid Spaceback. Scala stands for stairs or ladder, and this car really should be the next big step for Skoda regarding to the compact segment of the car. If it really does deliver what it promised, let's find out now. Because of the camouflage, you cannot see all the very nice design details of the new Skoda Scala, but I saw the car, let's say, uncovered, and I can tell you there's a lot you have to look forward to. The car has grown, but it still reminds here and there of its predecessor, but it is a lot more modern and a lot more nice interpretation of that. For instance, some new features are full LED headlights, full LED taillights with, for the very first time, a dynamic indicator. Optional feature, but very nice feature, and there's a lot more to come. But now I'm going to show you some facts.
The predecessor Skoda Rapid is available since 2012. With up to 200,000 units sold per year, the Skoda Rapid was nearly as successful as the Skoda Fabia. And that is more than enough reason to build a new car for this segment. With 4,36 meters in length, the Scala is about 6 centimeters longer than the Skoda Rapid Spaceback. On top, it features a 5 centimeter longer wheelbase. Featuring nearly the same height, the car now offers with 1,79 meters about 9 centimeters more in width. And with now 467 liters of maximum capacity, the boot has grown as well. Aside many other features, the Scala will be the first Skoda who is featuring a so-called eSIM and LTE technology, so will be online all the time. Also new are the electric tailgate and the electric retractable tow bar as optional features.
So next to me now is Karl Neuhold from the exterior design of Skoda. We see the new Scala, which is the, let's say, follow-up model or new model after the Skoda Rapid. What is the biggest advantage regarding to the new design? What was the biggest challenge to create a car like that?
Yeah, our goal was here to make a very dynamic sporty car, but not aggressive hatchback. And we got it in a very new, modern way, and we had a look beside of clear precision, crystalline design. We also had a great look on proportions and also a good stance of the car.
When we talk about proportions and size of the car, has grown a bit. How was the creating way of that car regarding to getting more space, but even still keep some of the original, let's say?
Yeah, due to the completely new platform, the MQB A0 platform, we got also a great possibilities to get the car more sculptural, more dynamic due to a longer wheelbase. Therefore, the wheel side, the outer corners, we get to stretch the car, and I think it gives the car a great look and stance.
And when we talk about, let's say, some very nice details like lightning and all this stuff, what did you do there to make the car even more sporty?
Yeah, we squeezed to the new LED technology all our light absolutely to the minimum, just to give a strong, characterful look for the car, and you will be surprised what you get.
The Skoda Scala is based on the MQB A0 platform as, let's say, the Volkswagen Polo or the Ibiza, but with this car, they stretched this platform to the maximum, and that is something which you can really feel at the interior. So the wheelbase really has grown to the absolute limit, so you really have a lot more space in the whole car. Yes, just gives you the feeling of having a lot more spacious interior. The stretch wheelbase of the Skoda Scala compared to the cars like the Polo and the Ibiza really gives the car not only more space, it also gives the car more comfort, because especially here on this not so very perfect roads in the Czech Republic, you can really feel the difference. So this car really features more comfort, and so length is something that is quite important if it comes to the comfort inside of a car. How spacious the car is in the rear, we're going to have a closer look there when we do a short stop. My seat will stay the way it is. Now let's find out if 2 meters will fit in here, but as you see, enough headspace, enough legroom. That's typical Skoda. The new Skoda Scala should be a car which features loads of things you normally used to know from upper scaled cars. And now next to me I have Rainer Katzwinkel from the development team. Mr. Katzwinkel, I have a question. The new Scala, what does that car feature to make it be the modern Skoda?
Yeah, we have the chance to use the whole group experience and the whole group modules. So we put in really systems which are coming from higher classes, and we brought it into this car. For instance, the infotainment system, which is completely new developed and makes the joint functionality in between the infotainment and the online services from internet. On the other hand, we have driver assistance systems where we use the larger modules from other cars and bring it into this compact car so that the customer has really the safety and security from other cars.
When we talk a bit more in detail regarding to the driver assistance safety systems, what are the new features of the Skoda Scala?
Yeah. We have the ACC, which is running up to 210 kilometers. Then we have the side assist, which detects cars which are closing up and are passing, and system gives a warning. And this is high-speed tauglich, means you can use it also on highways. This is only in higher classes available normally. Many more systems like lane assist, which keeps the car on the road.
And when we talk about the infotainment system, you just said there are two worlds merging together. Which are the new functionalities there?
Yeah, as I said, we are merging the infotainment and the online world. That means, for instance, you have your favorite sender, music sender, and you want to drive from Germany to Spain. You could choose your favorite radio sender, choose it, and you will hear that until Spain or wherever you go to. So this is served by internet. Many other functionalities as our famous web apps, where we can really download apps and bring it into the system and keep the system actual, always more functionality. And this is like an app store where you have that and can download as your smartphone, and it will be modern and still actual.
The roads we are driving at the moment through the countryside of the Czech Republic are, let's say, not perfect, but on the other hand, they are perfect to test the suspension of the car. And if you compare this with a predecessor, that car really gives you a very good feel. It sits solidly on the road, but still comfortable. The steering is precise enough to give you a comfortable ride. It's not nervous, but it's, I think, precise. And even in tight turns, you can really feel that the connection between the car and the road really works well. So I think, regarding to the suspension and the steering, this car is definitely a good step forward when you come from the Skoda Rapid. Our test car is featuring the 150 horsepower four-cylinder petrol engine of the Volkswagen Group, and that is combined here with a 6-speed manual gearbox, and that really works well. The car is powerful enough, and if you give it some extra revs, you can drive it, let's say, quite dynamic. And very interesting here is, if you drive a car a bit more sporty, the combination out of the gearbox and the engine and the suspension really works very well, and so you can really feel this evolution step from driving the Rapid and now driving the Scala. These are really completely different cars playing in different worlds.
When the car hits the market, there will be a 1.6-litre diesel with 115 horsepower available, as well as two petrol engines with either 115 or 150 horsepower. On top there will be a 90 horsepower natural gas variant. Depending on the engine and trim level, there will be either a 5 or 6-speed manual gearbox or a 7-speed DSG on board.
I think regarding to the seats, they really made a great job with that car, because you not only have a great seat position where you have the right distance to the steering wheel and everything is adjustable the way you want, they also offer, I think for that class, a lot of comfort. And what I really like is they're offering more than enough support, and they do this without any compromising regarding to the comfort you want. What we're not allowed to show, but what we saw already, are these two new displays we do have in this car. One is the full digital cockpit, which is featuring a 10.25-inch screen, and that offers you a very nice and precise view and 5 different modes. And on top of this, I think more important is the up to 9.2-inch touchscreen here at the center console, which really provides you as a touchscreen with all the informations you need, and with the opportunity to really configure the car and deal with the car while driving. So that really is a big step forward. The noise level of the car could be a lot different, especially while we're driving on this very, let's say, rocky roads here. And I really have to say, they did a good job regarding to the insulation of the car, because even though we do have a very interesting surface here and we have loads of movement in the car, the sound level is absolutely fine for that segment of a car. So now we're on a freshly brand new road. So that means no stones, no wobbles, nothing. And now you can really listen to the car and you can hear that you nearly hear nothing. So the insulation really is very nice. What I like on top is, with this kind of a surface, you can really feel how precise the car is to steer and how much fun you're gonna have driving it. The Skoda Scala delivers, compared to its predecessor, the Skoda Rapid Spaceback, a lot more regarding to design and technology. But what I do like the most with the car is the drive, because you should not forget that car is based on a small car platform MQB A0, and the drive doesn't feel that way. So I think that's the answer to the question. The Skoda Scala is definitely a big step forward for Skoda.